Welcome back to Educator.com's AP Music Theory course. Today's lesson is on scales. So for this lesson, we are going to first make sure that we understand scale steps. So we're going to look at whole and half steps. And then we're going to learn the major and minor scale patterns, which consist of different patterns of the whole and half steps that we learned. And finally, we're going to learn to transpose these major and minor scale patterns to any starting pitch. Okay, so whole steps and half steps. We can use this piano keyboard graphic again to help us understand the difference between a whole step and a half step, and then we'll see where they fall on the staff. So let's see, we can again find our note C, which is of course the white note directly to the left of the grouping of two black notes. And so let's just count it from there. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So we've got this range of C to C here. And so looking at the keyboard, we see that between C and D, there's one black note. And between D and E, there's a black note. And then between E and F, there is no note. So these steps here, where there's a note in between, we say are whole steps, and I'll indicate them with these brackets. And then from E to F, where there is no note in between, this is a half step. So this is a whole step, half step. And so if we were going to go on to look at the rest, we'll see that between F and G is a whole step, G and A is a whole step, A and B is a whole step, and here's another half step between B and C. And of course, if we were using the black notes, we would say that, say, between this black note here and this white note is a half step, and between this same black note and the white note below it is a half step. So half step is basically when there's no note in between, and a whole step is when we've got one note in between. So let's look at this same C to C range on the staff. So remembering that middle C on the treble clef is here, we'll go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And so we know that, and I'll label these. So we know that the half step in the staff is between E and F, so I'll label that, and B and C, so here. And the rest of these are whole steps. So it's very important to remember where these are on the staff. You just have to memorize it, or you can picture the piano keyboard in your head, but knowing that all these steps are not equal, even though they look like they're just going up by the same step, is very important and a fundamental thing to know about the staff.